Rappers endangered their lives in a lot of ways.
Bro, Dave Blunt's been going sort of viral, bro. You seen his woman? Like, there's no way that he's actually dating her. Surely not. Like, she's a glamour, and he's got her. But, you know, he's got the money.
Some of them are embedded in the streets, while others have crippling addictions to drugs and alcohol, putting them in a constant risk of overdosing.
Also, shout out to video, Luiesta? Sorry if I'm butchering your name, but yeah, he's dropped this video, so go check it out if you're watching it on here.
For Dave Blunt, the situation is a little different, because even though he claims that he can't put down the cup, that's just one of the dangers that's facing him. While the walk could be a problem, it's his waistline that really has people wondering if there's a way back before it's too late. It's your boy Luesta, and today we're discussing the Dave Blunt's controversy. Recently, Iowa-based rapper Dave Blunt has been making moves. Recently, he's appeared on prominent platforms like On The Radar and has steadily dropped 7 projects over the course of the past year. And gradually, his buzz has been building, with fans enjoying his high-pitched delivery and melodic style.
Crazy, bro. The next Rod Wave, guys. The next Rod Wave.
But the attention he was getting back then doesn't compare to the chaos that surrounds him now. Because after he performed his first ever show, people couldn't believe what they were seeing. Immediately, Blunt shocked everyone with the sheer size of him, and the fact that he couldn't even stand up the whole performance.
Imagine paying for that. You listen to his music, right? You listen to his music on Spotify or whatever, and then you pay to go to see him at a concert, and he can't even get his fat ass up. He's sitting in a chair the entire time, just singing, just dancing, bro, and he's fat as hell. If you pay for that and you're a fan, you should be devastated, man. My gosh. My gosh, look at that. Crazy.
And as soon as the footage hit social media, everyone had jokes. One user said the notorious BMI. Others referred to him as the last chairbender and claimed, fuck the cup, but he gotta put the plate down. He was
he gotta put the whole fucking Big Mac down, champ. My god.
Dunked on by fitness influencers like Bradley Martin, who could barely understand how someone of that size exists. Even unflatteringly comparing him to a notoriously obese Star Wars character.
Bro, he gotta go on a diet for real. I didn't know he was that fat. You couldn't even tell he was that fat in the radar thing. This guy looks like Jabba the Hutt, bro.
Crazy.
Kinda. Anyways.
Jabba the Hutt.
Right.
Left alarmed by what they had seen, hip-hop commentators scrambled to give their audiences the scoop on Dave.
And hey, he's got some money behind him now. He could get a good trainer and lose weight. Like, if he's still going to walk around like that, one, he's probably not going to live long. And two, what's the point of making money if you're not going to take care of your health, man? Like, that is insanity. Like, why do you want to live like that?
All the while, remaining in disbelief over the situation that he's in at such a young age.
Oh, he's a lean sipper. How much I think he weigh? About like 300? Nah, more than 300. Yeah, probably like about 600 pounds right here. I don't know too much about him in terms of his come up story. I'm guessing he just got on with that one song. I think once he's gotten past that very small phase of, okay, he's new, he's going to want to make sure his health is good. And if his health is good, now granted, I think people would look at just like his size and be like, yo, bro, we can't lie to you and say this is any type of healthy weight, brother. You look more than morbidly obese, right?
Although it seems
look at
like
his ankles.
Overnight.
Look at how he's laying there. His ankles are like, look at that ankle. It's like twisted down there. Like, bro, his knees would be cooked. His back would be stuffed. He had an oxygen tank to breathe while he was performing. Like, insanity.
The Davenport MC has actually been working towards this for a long time. In a recent interview, he revealed that he's actually been cooking in the studio for 6 years now. Everybody told me I was crazy. You know, I felt like Chicken Little, but now I really feel like Chicken Little because the sky is really falling. You know what I'm saying? After such a long time attempting to reach big audiences, Dave should be ecstatic about the position that he's currently in.
100%,
but
lose some
the
weight.
Public's reaction to him,
look at that, oxygen tank, man. Is that a way to live?
Persistent health issues, things likely aren't panning out the way that he hoped they would. Because for most people who've recently discovered him, the conversation is less about whether he has the talent to be a future star, but if he's going to live to see the age of 30. As footage of his inaugural live show went wild online, he was unsurprisingly in for a lot of comments about his rotund look. But while Dave must have assumed that the internet would have had a field day with that, one thing that he likely didn't expect was that a hip-hop legend would be taking shots at him. Under a video of Dave performing, Snoop Dogg came out of nowhere to give him some unsolicited advice. Well, put down the chicken wings and the Tata chips, nephew, and that chair gonna break soon. Get to the end of the cup. Clearly, this assessment from Snoop struck a chord with Dave because soon he took to Instagram to tell the Dogfather that he didn't deserve that and to clap back at Snoop for playing a sexual abuser in the hood classic Baby Boy. I'm actually a very good guy. I take care of my family, I put my friends into positions to win, and I'm chasing my dreams every day. Despite his best efforts, Dave couldn't put this behind him or leave it at that. So he took a bold step of dissing Snoop from the stage at Juice WRLD Day.
Hey, Chicago, do y'all have a problem with me sitting down on this stage? Exactly. Get the off my dick, Snoop Dogg.
Right off the bat, he tried to explain why he'd talk about a legend like that.
Bro, to get him off stage, you need to get like a forklift, bro. You need like a full-blown forklift to pick that man up and get him off stage. I'm not even kidding. Or like 20 Bradley Martins to pick that guy up.
And as far as the Snoop Dogg shit, yeah, I mean, that's real. You know, I had got on the first altercation we had, I got on the stage and he said, you know, put down the chips, put down the all that other shit. And I'm just like, my whole thing about that, why I didn't like that was because that was a very proud moment. You know, that was my first time performing and I didn't do nothing to nobody. I didn't say anything to anybody. I just performed, achieved my goals, and that was a really proud moment for me. And so for me to get online the next day and to see people shame me for that, I don't necessarily feel like that's cool.
And for his part, Snoop actually laughed it off.
That was funny. Go ahead, little homie. I mean, big homie. Do your thing, cuz. I ain't fucking with you. Have your fun.
Bro.
I apologize to this nigga. He's still going off on me, cuz. I must be getting old.
But when you realize that Dave wasn't just sitting down again during this performance, but was literally hooked up to an oxygen tank while doing it, it's no wonder why the internet completely backed Snoop and agreed that he had a valid point.
Because like y'all might not notice this, like he couldn't even hold his breath up long enough to sing his own song. Then like this girl came on whenever she realized that. You know, Snoop Dogg wants to call him a fat ass. Snoop Dogg's right. Snoop Dogg at the end of the day, he's like 50, 60 years old, still going around doing shit all the time. This dude's never gonna be 50, 60 years old. He's losing fucking weight. He couldn't even sing his song, even sitting down. Okay, he's 23 years old.
In the process, he even woke up catching strays from comedian Godfrey, who had Snoop's back.
This is not me putting him down, but I think Snoop Dogg was actually giving a Snoop's gonna say it his way. What did you want Snoop to go, hey, sweetheart, you gotta just... No, it's Snoop, man. Snoop put some laughing emojis
And this is what we live in now. We can't even tell a guy that's morbidly obese and probably gonna die soon, like, hey, lose some weight. Like, what are we living in, bro? What are we living in? What type of world are we living in, bro? He needs to lose weight.
Actually, he's paying attention to you. He's trying to help you out.
Crazy, man. And this is even the more stupidity of the internet, is how famous this guy is. And he's fat. People only listen to him probably because he is fat. So it's part of a gimmick. But he could lose some weight. He doesn't have to, like, go anorexic. But, bro, look at his knees. Like, his knees and legs are non-existent. They're like chicken legs. They're like stubs to hold that fucking guts that sinks into his ass crack. It's crazy.
Wow, that's the way he's trying to help you out. It's this woke society now, this so-called fat shaming that is keeping people in bad health. I mean, I'm afraid for the guy. Let's keep it 100. You're on stage with an oxygen tank, sir.
It's insanity.
Let's be honest.
You can't see it. You haven't seen it in years. Ha ha ha, you probably missed the bowl.
Can you find it?
Hey! Let's go. Let's go.
It's like all of the press he's been getting is a double-edged sword. Because while he's reaching new milestones in his career, there's also a whole subreddit dedicated to mocking him rather than being made out of genuine fandom. Is there a human being long enough to make it through Dave's ass cheek tunnel? Besides that, Dave also can't do an interview without his weight coming up as one of the main topics.
I'm like, yo, this dude's voice is angelic. It's crisp. It sounds 300 pounds lighter.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know. It was you.
What do you mean 300 pounds? Like, how do you sound skinny?
Well, you just sound angelic. You just sound like...
I'm trying to see if I should be offended by that or not.
Technically, you shouldn't. I don't think, because that just means that you're able to sound so much better than you look.
Yeah.
You know?
Type shit.
Despite the fact that he has 7 albums out and a viral hit with his track The Cup, alongside other notable tracks, music is generally not the first, second, or third thing that anyone wants to ask him about. Because across the board, they are more interested in his condition than anything else.
In one of your songs, you said every time you fly, you have to buy 2 seats.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
That's real. Yeah, that's real. I gotta take 2 seats. Yeah, man. That shit is.
I was wondering, like, where do you shop at to get your clothes and shit?
Mainly like places online is where I get my clothes. Yeah.
You got like a plug and shit that lace you up.
Hell yeah.
I see you always got the black and gray sweatsuit on.
Yeah, man.
Kind of became like your image.
I mean, this is the only clothes that I really have.
Considering how long he's been aspiring to do this, it's obvious that music matters immensely to Dave.
If we got rid of all triple XLs and big clothes, would that force people to lose weight? That's just a genuine question. Stuff like that. Like, would it? It's just a question. It's just a question. Don't get offended, but it's a question.
Dave. He's even described it as a toxic relationship and said that only his mom prevented him from giving up when he was ready to abandon his goals.
I threw the equipment in the garbage. Like, she dug it out of the garbage, put it on my bed, and she was like, don't give up on your dreams, some shit like that. And yeah, bro, like, shit, after that, like, I had to keep going.
Yeah. So did you wanted to quit back then? Like, what was that
I've been making music since like 2018. I've quit and came back to that shit so many times. It's like I had like an abusive relationship with music, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now, she stopped him from making music, but she probably didn't intend that he'd be treated as a sideshow attraction by some. However, she likely takes pride in how he's being supported by others. Alongside the love of a whole lot of fans, he's had cosigns from Lil Yachty, and apparently, there's even talk of them working together.
First thing Lil Yachty told me, just normal nigga shit, him telling me to get a trainer, me telling him, get some new nail polish. We spoke on the phone, and the first thing he told me is like, your music is really good. It's like, it's different, I knew Juice WRLD, it reminds me of him, and we're gonna do an album together, so you just have to keep grinding, and I can't wait to work on that album. And I said, yeah, me either.
Likewise,
bro, they both gotta lose weight. Have you seen Lil Yachty's fucking diet? Like, bro.
SZA has shown love to him on social media.
There's been a lot of big artists that have reached out and shit. Like, just the other day, SZA liked my shit.
Yo,
fucking SZA.
SZA?
Hell yeah, SZA.
You did that video with Nirvana.
Yeah.
And she liked that video.
Yeah, she
yes,
did.
Yes, dude, that is huge.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
How did you think that even reached her? Because she doesn't follow Nirvana.
I don't fucking know, man. People be saying I have a mythical For You page pull and shit. I don't know.
Probably.
That could be what it is, man. But
bro, I need to see you flick up with SZA. Like, that would be amazing.
That would be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But amid all of this progress that he's making, the big problem is that the attention he gets from his weight comes with a higher price than just a few jokes. In recent months, Dave has been making repeated visits to the hospital, even trying to record from there to ensure that his momentum doesn't slow down too much. As he recently revealed, his health problems date back to his high school days, as he's always been on the bigger side.
Why were you in the hospital?
I had like severe asthma. I think I was at school and I passed out and they couldn't wake me up, and I ended up having like pneumonia, some shit like that.
But as the strain of carrying that kind
and this is the thing, when you have these health scares and these health problems, you should be doing everything you can to protect your health, aka losing weight, bro. Like, my God, man, look at you, look at the rolls. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but look at the chair and look at the rolls. It's got its own speed hump. Like, what the hell?
Of excess weight continue to spiral out of
He's stressing out. He's like, bro, is that chair gonna collapse on me? Like, let's be real, man. Like, what the fuck?
Control. He has already suffered life-threatening issues, and at the age of
23,
more of a reason to lose
Dave
weight. Has already come back from the brink of heart failure.
Yeah, I made that song while I was in the hospital. So I was actually in my hospital bed. My mom brought my studio equipment to the hospital, and shit, I was cooking up while I was in there, learned how to walk again and shit like that.
Crazy,
catheter in, all that shit. So
why were you in the hospital?
Heart failure.
Damn.
And if that wasn't a wake-up call, who knows what is? Over time, Dave has spent so much time in medical centers that even his dreams of being with one of his homegirls were crushed there.
Well, the first hospital room story that comes to my mind is, yeah, my friend Solar, you know, I poured my heart out to her and, you know, she didn't feel the same way. Really hurt me down deep to the core. And it took a lot of time to get over it, but I think I'm finally over it now. I'm ready to get back in the field.
But alongside making music while he's there, Blunt suggests that he also tries to make the best out of a bad situation.
I either posted that, but I took that picture because I was trying to send it to a girl to get some sympathy. Another sympathy picture. I had my grandma take that one for me. She came to visit me and I was like, I need to get these pictures from a different angle to really capture the essence to get more sympathy.
As much as he's tried to be comical about it, it's clear that he isn't capable of grinding to the degree that he'd like because of all these issues stemming from his health. But that isn't because he's happy with it or trying to be some tale of body positivity. In fact, Dave has publicly stated that he wants to change, although he is under no illusion that the problem doesn't lie with him.
Is that something that you struggle with, or do you just love yourself and you're like, this is who I
am? Yeah, I'd say it's something that I struggle with, yeah. But I'm working on it, you know what I'm saying? I plan, you know, hopefully after this album drops, you know, I can sign a deal and, you know, then I'll have the money to, you know, get a personal trainer, you know what I'm saying, all that shit.
Do you, like, overeat, or do you have more like a glandular thing going on?
Well, it's not a glandular thing. I don't know what that is. But
well, it's like people either like, it's either like you're kind of doing it to yourself, or like some people have kind of like a health condition.
I'd say it's definitely me doing it to myself, yeah.
At the moment, Dave's health is far from ideal, but while it is the most pressing issue he needs to address,
it's crazy, man. He's waiting for an album, he's waiting for a contract, a deal, but he might not be around that long, man, if he keeps going the way he is. Like, holy crap.
It's certainly not the only one. Because alongside his weight posing issues for both his well-being and ability to be taken seriously, another problem for Dave is that there are some people who feel his entire image is fake. Since he came out the gate, Dave Blunt has been sharing wild stories about his life. For starters, he claimed he was trapping back in high school.
First memory from high school, probably selling Xans in the bathroom. It was a good time in life. Really, when I think back to like good times in life, I think back to that time of selling Xans in the bathroom at school.
But he wasn't just selling narcotics. Just as the song says, he says that his claims that he can't relinquish lean is based on his own real addiction to the purple drink.
Don't go down the rabbit hole, kids. Yeah. See where it leads you. 600 pounds.
Wow.
And not being able to put down the cup.
Oh, so that's a real thing. You can't put down the cup.
Yeah.
Over recent months, Dave has built a lore around his life that has seeped into his music alongside tales of drug use. He also frequently raps about an alleged ex-girlfriend from a situationship that he remains hung up on by the name of Madison.
Definitely crying in the kitchen.
Crying in the kitchen for sure, right? That's
that shit was about a real situation. That whole album was about a real situation. It's about this girl who I had a situation with. Her name is Madison. It's like her new guy, his name is Julian. Yeah, man, that whole situation is insane.
Yeah, all right, because Madison name, all right, there's a few people that get name dropped a lot in your song.
And that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his wild lyrics. Whether he's being
what the fuck?
Homophobic,
And I love all my niggas, but I promise I'm not a
or referencing a wrestler who murdered his wife and son. But the real danger to Dave's already rocky credibility is that not everyone is happy to take his image at face value, and that's because there's a whole lot of holes in his stories. One prime example came with his alleged girlfriend that appeared alongside him on stage at Rolling Loud. After images surfaced of the two, an apparent DM leaked where the girl in question denied being in a relationship with Dave.
And there you go. I saw a different photo. I thought that she was a lot more attractive than what she was, but anyway. Besides the point, there you go. It's not even freaking real.
I couldn't believe anyone actually thought that. But despite her making no further appearances on his Instagram,
average, but yeah, she's not that attractive. My bad, chat, my bad.
Dave has continued to act like they're together in his posts and interviews. I had to find out if my bitch out here fucking. She's not. We good, by the way. Then, during a recent call to No Jumper, he doubled down on the relationship being genuine. However, he sounded very nervous about the prospect of her speaking out.
Come on, man. Hey, listen, no, I did not, man. I'm very respectful. That's my girl, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's your girl.
Disrespect her. Yeah, man, that's the love of my life, man.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know from the way you phrased the first part. I didn't realize.
industry is just insanity.
Been smacking that.
Who believes this shit, man? Who believes this?
Yeah, we definitely gonna interview her. You wanted her to get an interview. She's made it to No Jumper.
But this is only part of the deception that people feel he's carrying out. Because to many people online, his love of lean doesn't come across as authentic, and they even think that he's exposed himself several times. These days, Dave is closely associated with the cough syrup. Apparently, he's even getting free lean because of it.
Since you've gotten big making music, have you noticed that people try to tax you more for lean?
No, the opposite. I go to these studio sessions and they're like, here's a free pint. Just, they're giving me free lean. And this shit is unheard of. Nobody, they don't do that.
Yeah, that's, no, I've never heard anyone say that shit.
Like, I'm so serious on my life, on my mom's life.
The worst part is, bro, he's promoting lean, man. He's promoting lean. That's his career. Crazy.
Just give me free lean.
That's fucking lit.
But even though he's always pictured with the cup like an extra large Lil Wayne and wears custom tracksuits saluting his love of the purple, there is reason to believe he doesn't sip at all. For starters, he has knocked over his cup on podcasts several times and it always appears to be empty.
Don't come around me. Stop coming around me and my friends. Like, I don't want you around. You know what I'm saying?
For many, this seemed fairly obvious. This just in. Dave Blunts doesn't drink lean and water is wet. But it appears to be a shock to some, as now one of his biggest gimmicks is being debunked. Because around the same time that Reddit was waking up to this, he was exposed by No Jumper, who feel that there's just no way he could be sipping and still be surviving.
Is it confirmed that Dave Blunts really sips lean? I'm not saying that comically, like.
No, Mike.
Yeah.
He don't sip lean.
No, and he's honest about it because when we did the interview with him, no, it's the
big
an empty cup all the time. There's nothing in the cup.
I seen
ever.
something in the cup before, and it was purple.
When he did the interview, there's nothing in the cup.
Yeah.
And I've never seen him with anything in the cup, and he's not even. He knocked his cup over like 8 times throughout the course of the fucking interview, and it's like he's not even really like honestly.
Promoting lean and doesn't even do it and he's overweight. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
The way his body is shaped,
come on, man.
He cannot drink lean. Let's be real. He's going to die.
All right, so
to make matters worse, his love of lean has led the Iowa rapper to be accused of jacking a style. In recent months, Dave has refused frequent comparisons to Big Mo, another heavyset rapper with a similar image, who was also known for his love affair with lean.
It's crazy, man. They're just recreating people that already exist to keep us in that loop. Just insane. Yeah, but Dave Blunt doesn't even do lean, man. Crazy, and he's overweight and he's famous. It's just insanity. The quality of the entertainment industry has dropped tremendously.